You guys ever been in the bathroom and had somebody try to talk to you while you're in there?
Oh, yeah.
Hate it.
Why?
I think that should be outlawed.
That is just absolutely borderline sacred, the time in there, and it should be spent meditating and contemplating.
Yeah, right.
I got some kind of food poisoning. And on our way down to Georgia, we were having to stop. Well, actually, we weren't stopping that frequently, but when we'd stop, I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything but stay in the bathroom. I was in the bathroom at one point, and some guy walks in, sits down the stall next to me, and says, "How you doing?" And he didn't say urine. How you doing? He said, "Hey, how you doing?"
It's different because it's a stranger.
Well, yeah, and he tries to start a conversation. I said, "Yeah, I'm fine, little busy." But fine, and he wanted to keep going. He keeps going with, questions, conversation, where you from, all these things. And I'm literally, I've got the food poisoning. I'm sick.
That is absolutely wrong.
It's uncalled for.
Yeah.
It's uncalled for. And I think there should be some sort of sign on the bathroom.
If there were a toilet etiquette book, it would say, do not talk to strangers.
Yeah, don't start conversations.
Yeah.
Very difficult. Nobody wants to talk when they're doing that.
Well, what about at home? I mean, do you mind if Anna talks to you while you're on the throne?
I do. I
do?
I don't allow that sort of thing.
What? I talk on the phone when I'm on the throne all the time.
Now, I'll do that, but that's different. They don't know where I am.
I will check messages and return calls on the throne because that's the best time and place to do it, I think. But that doesn't bother me. They can't see me.
Yeah.
They don't really know. Although you do get that acoustic in the background. And several times people have said to me that I know very well, "You're in the bathroom?" And no. And then you hear the water and the flush.
Have you ever tried while you're on the phone to hide the toilet flush?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do something, you cough or talk louder.
Yeah, run the water.
When you flush the toilet.
Or Nana will call and say, "So what do you think about having, so-and-so on the show tomorrow?" And I'll be like, that sounds like a pretty good idea, I think. Can we get them on in the 7 o'clock hour?
That's never good.
Yeah.
I say a pet peeve of mine in the bathroom, and I experienced it at the Lenox Square Mall, Atlanta.
Yeah, it's a very nice mall.
Lenox Square Mall, Atlanta. On our Georgia road trip this weekend, we went there and spent a little time on Saturday night. And the bathroom, I hate bathroom toilet paper dispensers that you have to reach up in and get it started.
It's the worst.
And pull it, and it wads, and then you have to the little jagged edge where you have to try to rip it. I hate that.
But what about the fact that in most cases where you've got that kind of toilet paper where you have to reach into the heavens.
You can never find the end of the roll. But you're lucky if there's a roll there to begin with.
Exactly.
Right. But what gets me about is when it tears.
Yeah, like one sheet of a person.
Yeah, you can't even get it to the jagged edge to tear it off because as you start to, and then you play that game. Yeah. You play that game where you gently pull it in hopes that it will stay together.
And then, you reach up there and you touch everything up there knowing that everybody before you has done that.
Yeah.
And touch that thing up in there, and you just hate to stick your hand up in there.
Yeah, I hate the toilet paper itself because it's so rough and hard. You can still see the wood grain in it most of the time. It's like, you want me to wipe with this?
It's like sandpaper.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or it's paper thin. It's so thin that,
it's
I don't want to go there, but it's just very thin.
I had a problem with the same mall that our lunch had hit me. I was walking through the mall, and I just doubled over, and I told Mrs. Healy, "I got to find a bathroom. I'll be right back." And I'm squeezing it, and I'm running through the mall.
For those of you that don't know, our phone screener had an operation.
He is now Mrs. Healy.
Mrs. Healy.
And I ran around that mall forever, almost having an accident in my pants because there were no signs that said bathrooms. They said club room lounge.
You know what? I did the same exact thing.
Oh.
Finally, I stopped, and a foreign-speaking person said what I thought was, "The Hellsberg Diamonds," and I'm like, "I can do it in Hellsberg Diamonds." And finally, I discovered they're telling me to go behind the Hellsberg Diamonds, and I'm like, "Well, won't I get arrested?" And then I realized the bathroom was. I thought he meant go out behind Hellsberg Diamonds.
And I passed it like 4 times. I was looking for a sign that said restroom.
They're not clearly marked.
Why are people so protective?
Unlike my shorts, which were clearly marked by the time I found Hellsberg Diamonds.
Why are businesses so protective over the restroom?
I know. Yeah.
As if it is they're holding the Ark of the Covenant.
And then in the men's room at this particular mall, there was a gap about 2 inches wide on each side of the stall door.
Oh, I hate that.
So even inside the stall with the door closed, anybody standing washing their hands looking in the mirror, which was on the other side, you had about a 2-inch gap down each side, so they had a clear shot of what you were doing. I do not like to be watched doing that.
No, but I hate the stalls that have like a 3-inch gap between door and post.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. This was the big game you can see right in. You drive a truck through. We could have pulled the RV through there and parked it.
Why wouldn't you tighten that up a little bit?
And
tighten it up.
And then there's the dreaded eye contact. If you accidentally make eye contact with anyone outside the stall looking in, you feel like such a pervert.
Well, first of all, anyone outside looking in is a pervert.
You should be able to tell by the feet to go away. You should be able to see feet and then go away. If you still continue to stand there.
Feet don't touch the floor. Look through the door crack.
Okay, well, all right. If you encounter a midget in the toilet, then fine. I understand.
I'm sorry. After I always had problems with public restrooms, but after trying to use it in a moving RV, I'm never complaining again.
Have y'all ever gone to the bathroom in an RV?
No.
First of all,
the wall looked pretty.
I painted the ceiling.
You might as well try to go while riding a horse.
Exactly right. The convenience of having a bathroom in an RV is fantastic. I mean, it's fantastic.
Oh, I love it.
However,
you will bounce it all around town.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my God.
I can't imagine being a female because at least we could try to lean against the wall and stabilize.
I'm thinking it would be easier for a female because at least we've got the security of our butt grip. You know what I'm saying?
You're sitting on like a funnel and you go. With us, we're standing. And then you're bouncing. And there's about a 3-foot sway back on that end of the RV.
Yeah, but you don't understand that when you sit on it, you bounce.
Y'all remember the last trip we took before the Georgia trip where I was wearing some khaki pants and came out and they were... Remember that?
They were dark khaki.
I mean, the whole front.
This is what?
They were that light-looking khaki, so when they got wet, it turned dark. The whole front and the whole leg was just soaking, dripping wet. Because we hit a bump and it got away from me.
Dan is on the phone with a comment about this. Hello, Dan.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, good morning. You're on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just listening to you guys. I'm kind of a big man, and you're sitting in there doing your business.
Yeah.
They got the toilet paper dispenser right there at your leg where you can't even sit there. You got to sit there sideways.
Absolutely. You're all contorted and twisted trying to pull. Honest to God, Dan is not kidding. I swear to God in heaven, I almost strained my back. Honestly, trying to get to the toilet paper.
That's true. That is true. You move your legs around. It's crazy.
Yeah, whoever mounts them things, I don't know.
I'll tell you, whoever mounts them never uses the restroom.
right.
That's just somebody that throws it on there and leaves. They ought to make everybody that designs them sit on them and use them to see what it's like.
That's exactly right.
Thank you, Dan, for the
I really
phone
did.
call.
I had a pain shoot up my back when I had twisted around and reached under to try to pull that thing out.
I've got a confession. You know what I do every time I go to the restroom? I use the handicap stall for that reason only, because there's more room.
I do too.
A lot easier to deal with.
Yeah, and I just
You're sitting a little higher up, but still, you're looking down on the world.
But you got some knee and elbow room.
And if you're tall and you need it,
Exactly.
and people large like myself need it. I gained, I've been bragging about my weight loss, so I have to, tell the truth when it needs to be told. I gained 3 pounds on this trip because I made a decision. I'm trying to find a gym. I'm looking for a gym. I haven't found one yet.
Oh, we got one right outside the door.
No,
Producer.
Not that one. I do not want a membership with that. I am looking for a gym, and because I knew I was going to start working out this week, I decided that I was going to enjoy the weekend.
Boy, did he.
And I did. And we ate like big dogs several times
He ate
every couple hours.
and ate.
I didn't even worry about it, and I figured, you know what? I'll get back on track Monday. Well, Monday's here, and I'm back on track, and I'm trying to find a gym to work out in this week, and I figured I can work it off pretty quickly that way. I gained 3 pounds, you guys, in 2 days.
Well, that's okay, though.
Shame.
What's that?
It's a shame.
I told
That's
you it
not
wouldn't be
okay.
any more than 5, so you did all right.
3 pounds.
Only 3 pounds.
That's all right, though. I mean, that was you enjoyed the weekend. You treated yourself. Now you'll go back to your plan. Everything will be fine.
Christy, 3 pounds in 2 days.
I am so disappointed in you.
McDonald's.
I am so disappointed.
Cheesecake.
Because you should have had. You should have.
Bones.
Oh, my goodness. Now you're making me hungry. But you
For
should
those
have
of you who
had
don't
some
know,
willpower.
he ate the bones as well.
Where was your willpower? away.
I left it at home.
St. Louis.
That's right.
I saw him chase down Sophie for her Happy Meal.
I did. I ate Sophie's Happy Meal. I did.
You gonna finish that?
I mean, it was the old me, wasn't it?
Yes.
But I'm back now. I'm working out this week, and I'm back on track. And I know I've had some very nice letters from some people that have said I'm doing it because I figured if you could do it, anybody could do it. And it made me feel really good. I don't want those people to think, well, you know, he fell, I'm going to fall. Because I'm back on the wagon this week. I just a little bump in the road.